All right, that's it. So let's go on and talk very quickly, take out a few stories very quickly, and move on with sports tonight. Let's start with the girls. Let's start with the girls tonight. And what's the story? Dumari, you've been following. The four Falcons eventually played the friendly today against the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. Well, it was a close game. We needed a late goal to win that game. Ashishat Oshoala bringing relief to the faces of those who turned up to watch the game.
Yeah, former Acoustic, she played at the Falcon before, played at the 2020 World Cup, Women World Cup before. So I think it's a double header. It's a two-legged friendly. So it means after this game we'll visit Yaoundé to play the reverse fixtures. It's a way of preparing the Falcon. Remember, it was Cameroon that accounted for first ouster from the Olympic. First ouster for the
we lost some penalties to them.
Yeah, from penalties to them.
Was it the Olympics or the...
It was the Olympics. Ghana got beat us for the African Games.
Okay. Yeah, Ghana beat us for the African Games.
So it's like trying to test the loudness of Cameroon once again to see if we can still match up with them. You know, the beauty is the breaking the jinx. So if we have to beat them at the friendly game.
The coach of the Super Falcons, I mean, just to read from his words, he says he's happy. His team scored the only goal of the game. The game was tough. We are happy we got victory at last. And he says, you can see we are in the process of rebuilding a new team. And I think the reason behind the struggling that you saw to get our victory today was that the girls did not play to instruction as per converting chances. Our task now is to work on converting our chances. Must have been that we created plenty of chances and didn't put them away. Tomorrow we'll try to get you footages of that game because our man in Abuja covered it for us. We will try and get the footages for you so that we can appreciate more what Coach Edwin Okon is talking about. But good victory. If you are rebuilding a team and you are taking out one of your better rivals in the friendly, it's good for confidence.
Oh, yeah. And I think a lot of people are not really meaning into this, but I think in the women's game it is a bit more serious than that. If you can beat one of your closest rivals, a team that has proven that they have the ability to improve over time, and I also show that they have the capacity to match Nigeria, pace for pace in terms of the women's game very recently. I think it's not only heartwarming, but it's also a positive step in the process of redeveloping our team. So but that's just the first match. There's another one going to take place in a few days' time. So after that, we'll take it from.
We want to see an improvement in the team.
Absolutely.
And of course, as Coach Edwin Okon said, we want to see the girls put away the chances that they create in the game. That's how to win a game. Let's step down from the senior women's team and talk about the under-20 boys. And tell you that the under-20 boys, we told you yesterday, they now know who their opponents will be in the African Youth Championship qualifier. We're up against Tanzania in this first round of the African Under-20 Championship. And Dumnodi, we've been talking about how this team have been playing plenty of games, plenty of friendly matches, getting knocked into shape, and they're not getting tired of playing games. More games have been lined up against local club sides, just like Tunde said, under Fanny Amo when he was in coach of the Golden Eagles, they played almost everywhere against anyone. That looks like what Manu Gaba is doing. The same template that worked for him as under 17 coach is what he's adopting.
Yeah, and they have a game against
Ikare United,
a local-based team in Nigeria. And
you can be sure that if there's an outstanding player in Ikare United, you can pick within the age bracket.
You can pick from there. And the beauty of the friendly, not just to keep your voice fit, is to see if you can have players that you can bring into the squad, if they can compete among the ones you have in camp. You have to keep playing. The under-20 is different from the under-17. Under-17, you can play and you can bring boys together and win. Under-20, you need to get some of the best players because
other senior level
may not have participated at the under-17 World Cup in the UAE, but what they have at under-20 level are players who have
played for the national team.
Yes, they play for top clubs in Europe. Some of them have been playing the Champions League at their various clubs, and they want to have tested football at the highest level. So they have been well groomed to test the biggest stage. So it's not a tea party. It's a different ballgame altogether. So he needs to play friendly game, get the best out of his players, get the best players to beef up his squad.
All right, let's talk about the Golden Eagles as well. The NFF. Kudos, of course, we must give to the NFL because they are also getting the Golden Eagles ready. And after participating in the World Under 17 tournament where they came third, losing on penalties to eventual winners, the Golden Eagles are also playing plenty of friendly games.
Yeah, and it just follows in line with what we said about what the NFA is doing in terms of preparing all the national teams. The Flying Eagles are playing, the Golden Eagles are playing. We also have games lined up for the Super Eagles. The Falcons are playing. The Falconets are also. You cannot but give plenty of plaudits to this current NFA. They have consistently provided all the national teams with the best of preparation. Well, maybe not the beach soccer team. Maybe not the beach soccer team.
And maybe not the girls, because this is going to be the show tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe
to talk about how the girls are not getting enough.
Maybe not the girls.
The boys are getting everything.
But I mean, recently we've seen the girls being taking foreign tours as well. They played Japan in
Camp in Portugal,
camp in Portugal as well. So it is improving.
Close to tournaments anyway.
Gradually, maybe not as quickly as we'd like, but there is a process. And if we can sustain that, we can begin to reap rewards. The Golden Eagles are also following the same template that all the youth national teams are following, playing friendly matches against anyone who can string together 11 players. And if you can find players who fall within the quality and age brackets of the kind of team that you are building, they come on board. So it is a snowball that continues rolling downhill and becomes an avalanche. And when it becomes an avalanche, all of us can see exactly what it has become. And I'm hoping that